to talk about these Brooklyn Nets. Are the Brooklyn Nets the Brooklyn Nets, or are they really the Crooklyn Nets?
All right, Ike, I'm going to take this first one, Doc. The Brooklyn Nets are the Brooklyn Nets. They're not the Crooklyn Nets. I'm tired of people saying, oh, they give up 130 and 40 points. When you got Kyrie Irving, when you got Kevin Durant, when you got Jaymes Harden, I don't give a damn if they don't got a bench. They are going to beat whoever they are in the East, and you heard it from me first. I don't care if they don't play no defense. You got to outshoot them. That means every night in and night out, they're going to give up all that, but they're going to run and gun with Mike D'Antoni and them. They're going to run and gun that floor, and they're going to average you at least over 115 a night. Now, I know their defense is absolutely atrocious, and I know defense win championship. There's only one team that's built to beat them. Me personally, that's the Los Angeles Lakers. But for the East, you watch and see what I tell you. They will be in the NBA Finals this year, and they have a good chance of winning it. You got 3 All-Stars. You telling me they're not going to go there? It's either NBA championship or bust.
Wow. Fire in the hole. Eric?
It's still early, but Brooklyn is missing a piece. They need somebody down low.
A piece?
That's all they need. If they get Drummond from Cleveland, they'll win it all.
Drummond?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He bad, man.
Drummond. Talking about Andre?
Yeah, 26, 20, and 20 the other night.
They get Drummond. They trying to get Drummond from Cleveland. They'll win it all. But right now, effort is not there. I watched them play the other night. No effort.
Wow.
No effort at all.
Wow.
We just want to play offense. And that's that system that they running over there. But right now, Lakers will beat them in 5 right now. If they add Drummond, different ball game.
I personally think the Lakers might be in a little bit of trouble because they gave up, just like I told Isaac the other day. When I told him JaVale McGee was playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're asking for JaVale McGee to come back because the Lakers defense is not what it was last year with Dwight Howard. With JaVale McGee, I know it, man. I'm sorry. Their defense is not, they're giving up 100 points too much of a game. They didn't do that last year. And if I know Paul Gasol, his brother, defensive player of the year, but my personal opinion, when those that give Anthony Davis a rest and a breather to come in, you do not have JaVale McGee. You do not have Dwight Howard to come in and bully those people. During the playoffs, them boys was bullying them people. You couldn't get in the paint. And they was picking up the fouls. Therefore, Gasol can't pick up all these fouls. He's the only defensive person they got there. AD get lax sometimes. I'm telling you, man, they need one of them boys back. They need one of them 7-footers back, and they should have gave away both of them. They should have did it.
Right. So I guess that's just the nature of LeBron James and the Lakers. We started talking about the Crooklyn Nets, and we wound up on LeBron James and his defense. All right, let's deal with it. Are the Brooklyn Nets the Crooklyn Nets? Yes, they are. Now, I'm a firm believer in the phrase, and that was turned into a song, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. We can all have opinions, but one thing that's not opinion and is fact are the numbers. So let's just talk numbers right quick. You want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets? They are, in my opinion, the greatest, worst team I have ever seen in my life. They're the greatest, worst team simply because they can go out and put up 140 a night, but at the same time, they can give up 140 per night. Let me tell you, before I even get into the stats, let me tell you what I witnessed. What I witnessed and what I saw were the Crooklyn Nets playing the Washington Wizards, who are the embarrassment of Chocolate City, by the way, played the Washington Wizards and gave up 149 points. Then I saw them turn around and give up 130 to Sexton and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? And not only did they give up that on a consistent basis, just if you don't even know the stats, you turn on the highlights, man, the Nets are giving up 130, 135, 127, 122, 119, 140 on a consistent basis. And what they're doing is they are relying on the heroics of not even all three, because the odd man out is Kevin Durant. I just told you the man only averaging like 12 to 18 shots per game, if that. Sometimes he only have 13, 14 shots per game. Kyrie and Harden are the ones taking the bulk of the shots. So not only are they crippling simply because of the highlights we see them giving up points, but did you know that defensive rating, they are the second worst in the league? There's only one team that is worse than them, and it's that embarrassment in Washington, D.C. called the Washington Wizards. You want to know how many points on average the Brooklyn Nets give up every game? It's 122 points. They're ranked 29th out of 30 teams in the entire league. I hear what you're saying. They got those three superstars. But listen to what I am saying. You are doing the same thing people did with the Kansas City Chiefs. They were betting that a team with no defense and no run game could become a dynasty. You're telling me that a team that gives up 120 plus points per game is going to make it out of their conference? I don't care if Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and LeBron was on the same team. If they give up 140 a game, they ain't going nowhere. Listen, you cannot give up that many points in a 7-game series and advance. Can they beat the Lakers one game? Of course they can. They can beat anybody once or twice. But you mean to look at me in the face and tell me that they can beat the 76ers in a 7-game series while giving up 120 points per game? No, they cannot. They have to address that defense. And the reason why I say Andre Drummond wouldn't help nothing is because if Andre Drummond came, guess what, Eric? They'll only have one person playing defense. What they're going to do, Kyrie still ain't going to play defense. Harden definitely ain't playing defense. KD ain't playing defense. And another reason why they the Crooklyn Nets is because they don't work for it. And what I mean by work for it is this. You ain't never seen KD. You will never hardly see Harden. You definitely don't see Kyrie setting screens, coming off of screens, you know what I'm saying, doing all the dirty work in order to get open and get other players open. It's 3 guys playing a pickup game of 21. And that's going to look sexy in the regular season. But come playoffs, they might not even make it to the conference finals because you can't win with a stat line like that.